Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, opening door number 23 of the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2022, which is LEGO set 75340. This is the front of the box, this is the back of the box, and this is the drop-down bit where you can display your your items that come out the doors. Basically, in this video, we're either going to see R2-D2 or the Gonk Droid, which is like Power Droid, which I'm not sure. For Star Wars fans will know who Power Droid actually is. It used to be one of my favourite figures because it clicked, and it was basically a lump of plastic with some clicky bits in it, which was quite cool. I did quite like them. They were really good, but they are technically Gonk Droids and uses power supplies. So, but we'll get on with that. That's enough of my my limited Star Wars history. We'll do a quick update of what we've got so far. Do feel free to fast forward through this bit if you actually have been watching all my videos, and if you have, thank you very much. So we got the Republic gunship. That's quite a nice little build. Nice simple little build. Had one of those in full size back in the day. Unfortunately, life got in the way and I had to sell it. Door number 2 is the battle droid, the clone trooper commander. That's quite a nice figure, that. Do quite like that. Door number 3 is the Droid Tri-Fighter. I think I had this set at one point, but again, probably long gone due to other commitments. So, but that's a nice little mini build, and these calendars are really good for getting for getting builds that you're probably not going to get now without spending ridiculous money on. And it all comes down to time and space, which is the reality of life, unfortunately. Door number 4 is the accumulator assault ship. That's a really nice, simple build. I do quite like that. If that was a £100 build, I'd expect a lot more. But for what this is, it's a really nice build. Probably one of my favourites in the Advent calendar so far. And door number 5, which is the battle droid. Roger. This is great for troop builders. I've got a fair few of these, but through various Lego sets. So that is quite a nice little thing to get, and they're always worth having. So if you ever do any displays, it's always good. You can't have too many battle droids. So door number 6, which is up here, is the Bad Batch shuttle. This is a nice little mini build. This is another really expensive set to get hold of, and it's a very big set as well. It's a good set, has to be said. It comes with all the Bad Batch characters, but if you want to buy it for the figures and then sell the set on, it can be worthwhile, but I personally wouldn't do it because I think it's sort of I just don't see why people generally are very reluctant to buy the set minus the figures, because it's figures that make the set. So, but that's my personal opinion. So I'll put the Bad Batch shuttle here. Put it up here so we can see it, but we can. That is quite a nice little build to get, and it's the closest some people will get to possibly owning the Bad Batch shuttle. So, door number 7, Luke's land speeder. I had the original one of these they made, and I think I bought some of the other ones over the years as well. So overall, it's quite a nice little build. Do quite like that. It's the classic Star Wars land speeder, which is quite cool. Put that up here. Obviously, I'll put some spare parts on that. So door number 8, which is the T16 Skyhopper. That's what they used as a training craft in in Star Wars to train pilots. So it will also double up as an Imperial shuttle if you wanted to as well, but you probably need some bigger wings on it, but it does come pretty close. So overall, quite a nice little build, do quite like it. We'll put that there. Put that up there behind there. Now we have door number 9, which is C-3PO in his Christmas jumper with R2-D2 on it, which is quite a cool little build. The head on this is done really well. I'm quite impressed with that. So we'll put that C-3PO there. Door number 10 is the moisture evaporator from the Tatooine farm where Luke grew up. It's quite a nice little build, quite handy if you've got a Tatooine gift set, especially if you've got the Mos Eisley set. You can put that on the put a few of these on the outskirts, and it fits in quite nicely. So, door number 11 is a V35 speeder. I think this was either added or was in the original Star Wars. I'm not sure if this is a droid operated cargo one or not. So overall, quite a nice little build, do quite like that. It's grown on me a little bit, that one is. So put that there. Door number 12 is Darth Vader with his beach ball. This is from the latest holiday special, which is currently on Disney Plus at the moment. That is quite nice. He's got a nice body, nice head, some flippers for when he goes scuba diving. And we'll put his little ball on his flippers there, so hopefully he won't lose that. Door number 13 is Darth Vader's sandcastle, done in the shape of his castle on Mustafar. That is quite nice, do quite like that. Comes with a bucket and spade as well, so that's quite a nice little touch. Woe betide anyone who touches his sandcastle. So, door number 14 is the B-Wing fighter bomber. This is quite a nice little ship. It's got some moving parts on it. It does look good, so not much more to say about that. But the B-Wings are quite nice ships. When they introduced them in Jedi, they have been used in other Star Wars programs as well. So, door number 15 is the TIE Interceptor. This is a really well built. It does have to be said, but this is really well built, and the way they've got the wings to go in, and it's basically, it does look like what it's meant to do. So that's quite a nice little ship. I do quite like that. I'll put that over there. I think I had one of those with the. I think I had one of those with the X-wings. I think with the Y-wing and TIE Interceptor set, which is, like I said, I did have all the original, the first round of Lego Star Wars. So, door number 16 is the Imperial Armory with two mouse droids. I think you're only meant to have one, but they give you two, which is really nice. The mouse droids are of a scale, so when you put them up against a minifigure like this, they are probably about the same size. These were the things that Chewbacca roared at when they were going around the Death Star, and it just ran off. So it's that's quite a nice little build, that. Door number 17 is the Snowtrooper, Imperial Snowtrooper. Quite a nice little figure. It's your standard Stormtrooper type figure with the Hoth helmet, and that helmet has got better over the years, because I have picked up a few of these. I've picked up a few of these sets over the years, so the helmet does look good. It's got a blaster, it's got the gloves, and it's basically quite a nice little figure. I do quite like that, so I'm not disappointed by that. So, door number 18, the Rebel Hoth defence gun. That is quite nice. Do quite like that. Moving parts on it. Incorporate that into a Hoth Hoth sets, that'd be quite cool. Door number 19, which is the AT-ST Scout Walker, slightly modified because I had spare parts. So that's not what it's really meant to look like, but I don't want to lose a spare part. So it's got a Hoth base on it, so that is quite a nice little build. They got a very brief role in Empire, and they got a bigger role in Jedi. So up against the Ewoks, and they lost. Door number 20, which is the radar laser cannon. That is quite a nice little build, based on the mini rig they did. That actually was like a big radar dish that fired a beam. It's like a scaled down version of the Death Star beam, and it had a little button on the back of it. The toy had a little button on the back. It pressed something, boom! All spring loaded. It was really cool. I always wanted that when I was a kid. So that was a really cool toy. It did have lots of play value. And plus you can incorporate it into other sets as well, but that's another story for another day. Next we've got door number 21, which is Luke Skywalker in his Hoth gear. He's overdone his Hoth gear, and he's got a lightsaber, got his lightsaber as well, which is quite cool. Door number 22, which is the Hoth Wampa Cave. That's where Luke Skywalker hangs out, for want of a better term. As you can see, you can hang your Lego figure on there, and as in Empire, he actually gets out of the Hoth Wampa's cave by using the Force. I'm not going to say exactly how he does it, because just in case there's people who haven't seen it, it is quite a good moment. So overall, that's quite a nice little build. We'll put that up here. That's quite a nice little build. You can incorporate that into another Lego set. If you're building like the Hoth Wampa, if you actually have a Lego Hoth Wampa, you probably bought one of the more expensive sets to get that. I couldn't afford it. I got to a point where I couldn't afford it at the time, unfortunately. So, and I would probably buy one now if I could get hold of one. So, because I did buy a Rancor monster, it was quite good. I did a video on that. So if you go through my back catalogue, you will find that video. I do apologise for talking quite so much. We'll get on to the main event of this video, which is door number 23, which is here. This is going to be R2-D2 or the Gonk Droid. I would put my money on the Gonk Droid on this one, purely because the R2-D2 is going to be a lot more desirable, and they're going to keep the best, and I will keep the best till last. But I could be wrong. We've got like a Santa Gonk Droid on here, or a R2-D2 in a Christmas jumper. So we'll find out what it is together. So this is door number 23 on here, under door number 3. So we'll get this open, see what we've got. We have the Gonk Droid. I did predict right. Try and show you a picture of that. There we go. I can't get that much closer because I've got all the other bits out, but if you've got this advent calendar, there will be other people who will have that picture. So this is the part box we got for this. It's a Gonk Droid dressed up like Santa, which is a really clever idea. Or Gonk Droid or Power Droid, whichever you prefer. So we all know now it's in door number 24, but I'm quite sure my loyal followers will follow me all the way through. So we have, see what bricks I've actually got here first. So we start off with a white 3x1 base plate. We have the feet, which are 2 of these black 2x1 curved base plates with a red stud which goes on one end like so. These go in, I think they go in the middle. Let's have a look, see if there's a clearer picture. I think I'll go with in the middle with this one, I think. But I'm going with like that because the balance should work on that. So then we have a red 2x1 with two by two, red 2x2 with two studs on the top, like so. Followed by a red 2x1 base plate, like that. We have two of these grey 2x1s with the studs on the side. Try to see what parts we got left here so I can work out how this all goes on. Then we have two of the red headlight pieces which go on here, like so. That's our Gonk Droid so far. As you can see, it's very Santory looking. Then we should have two red 3x1 flat pieces. These go on the side like that. Have a grey metal bar piece which goes on the front. And then you have two, try to work out what goes on top here. You have two more of the red 2x1 base plates go on top. Make a little Santa hat with a 2x2 dome and a 2x2 white round base plate. And then you have two of the red 2x1s flats with the two studs in the middle, like so. The hat goes on the top there with a little white bobble like so. You have a white 2x1 base plate which goes on the back there like so, and you've got like a toothy claw bit which becomes the beard. That doesn't look right, so I think I may have missed a couple of feet bit off to balance it off, I think, so let me double check. I'm going to stick a couple more. See, these instructions, as I've said before, the instructions list, you've only got one small picture, which should actually be reasonably competent for a decent Lego builder, but sometimes it doesn't go that way, so let me double check I've got all the bricks on there now. I have missed a bit off. Thought I probably would. There's a red 2x1 base plate which goes on behind the metal bar piece, so that sticks out a bit more. So when you build this, I recommend really recommend do this one very carefully. As I see, I wouldn't say I'm an experienced builder, and these builds aren't always as clear as they could be. So here we have our Santa Gonk Droid, which does look quite good actually. I do quite like it. I've got a couple of spare bits which I'm going to stick on the back, but overall I quite like that. It is quite a nice little build really. Not that they'll do that in the Star Wars universe, because they don't have Christmas. They have a whole different religion system. But this does work really well as a toy, as a build. It's really good, really clever, really Christmassy. You could put that in probably most Christmas sets actually. You can see and stick it in a Lego Friends set, and I don't think a small child wouldn't associate it with, if they associate it with Star Wars, they wouldn't have a problem with it. So overall, I'm quite happy with that. It's quite a nice little build. I'm looking forward to opening R2-D2 in the next video, but that's a whole other story. So which you'll see in my next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback on this video, do feel free to add them at the end of the video, and I'll try to give you a mention on my upcoming videos. I am on YouTube and Instagram, so if you wish to follow me on one or either, it'd be very much appreciated. And it just means I can keep producing videos and keep getting hold of the Lego to actually do the videos. Okay, stay safe, keep building. Happy holidays, and may the force be with you, and I hope to see you on one of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.